I don't keep up with the schedule of song releases and stuff, so this video kind of caught me by surprise. Going in on the joint right now. I sound a little down. It's because bills are stacking up. I'm getting to the point where they're threatening to turn off my utilities. So if you're a praying person, please pray for me. If you're not a praying person, then just, I don't know, call me a bitch till I suck it up. Anyway.
I just touched down in A-Town and spent last night.
A-Town? That's Atlanta. I remember growing up in New York, the South was on their high of being the main sound of rap music and hip hop. And you'd hear Peace Up, A-Town Down. Everyone was just saying it like on the streets of New York. And I eventually asked, like, yo, what does that mean, by the way? And everyone was like,
no one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
I don't know. It's just something that we have to say. And I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Too many things I never seen. No place I'd rather be than being in the middle of your life. Dreamed a lot of things that would right around.
Oh, this is gonna be a nice little song. Traveling the world, doing their thing on the hustle. But the thing that matters to them is being in the middle of your love.
City names that we can't pronounce, till you held us down. No matter where we are, we're looking for you.
Wait, you held us down. So it's not like a love letter between an individual and another hypothetical individual. This is like a love song between this group and the fans is what it's starting to sound like.
Where we go, reaching your hands when we on the road. All around the world, all around the globe. We love you in a million ways and a million places. Touched by the shining lights, hearing your voices in every line. Crossing every sea, every boat.
Damn, that's gonna make it really hard for me to be critical, because how you gonna like make a song as like a gift to somebody like us as the fans, and then all I do is just like be critical and pick it apart and shit.
We love you in a million ways, in a million places, in a million places.
Like, first of all, I hate everything.
In a million places. Ooh, we love you in a million places. 6 p.m. I'm watching sunset in LA. Shooting TikToks on top of Golden Gate. I push my way through the Brooklyn banks. I'm always switching scenery, so you know I'll be on my way. I'm off to breaking boundaries in each and every state, city, or place, just to see the smile in your face.
Whoa, cool engineering. Let me hear that again.
To breaking boundaries in each and every state, city, or place, just to
When you focus on the sibilances, like the S sound, I'm like hearing it on the edges as well as the center. Interesting.
see the smile in your face, huh? Word up, I had to pick up the slang. Hope I remember, I'm still picking my brain. Dreamed a lot of things, now we're right around. Different city names that we can't pronounce, till you held us down. No matter where we are, we're looking for you everywhere we go. Reaching your hands when we on the road. All around the world, all around the globe. We love you in a million ways, in a million places. Touched by the shining lights, hearing your voices in every line. Crossing every sea, every borderline. We love you in a million ways, in a million places. There's no place like home. I'm holding it close. I'm taking it with me. It's part of my soul. Just like the memories, yeah. They stay with me, yeah. They never leave, yeah. No. Looking for you everywhere we go. Reaching your hands when we on the road. All around the world, all around the globe. We love you in a million ways, in a million places. Touched by the shining lights, hearing your voices in every line. Crossing every sea, every borderline. We love you in a million ways, in a million places. In a million places. In a million places. In a million places. Ooh, we love you in a million places.
Beautiful. Oh, what was that fabric? Is that just like fans and shit? Pretty cool. I wonder if anybody who's watching these reaction type videos, if you could find your name in this. I mean, not these reaction type videos only, but like the music video itself. How dope would it be if you found your name on this? If that's even what it is, I don't know what that is.
See you in a million places.
Nice. That's dope. Great idea for the music video too. It's just like the footage, like the archival footage type shit from their tours and whatnot, and their journey so far. Oh, scandalous! Look at this. I am telling your mama. Okay, so let me try to. I was just enjoying the song the first round. Now this time I'm actually gonna try to see what I'm hearing. But honestly, I feel like it's a pretty simple production from the beat to the vocals. Pretty quintessential combination, that synth sound to that chord, and then you heard that vocal up high. You hear those two sound choices together all the time.
I just touched down and
Like, when it came in, it was like you heard the chords first, and then you heard that vocal, and then now it's kind of layered in a way where you can't really tell that the vocal's there consciously, more of a subtle thing.
Nate time to spend last night in H-Town and then woke up in New York City.
Hold up, like the writing? I want to see who got the writing credits on this. I want to believe they wrote it. Come to the world of genius Q&A. I didn't even know that was a thing. Written by Simon, Chancellor, and Rachel West. I feel like Chancellor, Rachel West, this team loves using them. Maybe they're kind of like partnered, just the homies or whatever. But that's still good.
Still like in Paris lately. Wide awake like the city never sleeps. One too many things I never seen. No place I'd rather be than being in the middle of your life. Dreamed a lot of things that would right around different city names that we can't pronounce.
Mixes like this is cool. They sound so clear. You hear every sound distinct. If you try to hear for like transiently what is really dominant, the drums are, I feel like, probably the most transiently high sound dynamically. And I think when you make a beat that way, where you know the drums are going to be prominent, the other sounds, put them in a way where they complement that. But by the time you put the vocals in, the vocals are kind of getting buried by everything else. But in this song, you'll hear it a little bit more.
Still you held us down, no matter where we.
They left just the exact right space for the vocals to live so prominently. So that's always good. That's something I had a lot of struggle with before I got signed to the label. I was just trying to learn on my own and shit. Like, I knew what I was trying to get at. I just didn't know how to get there. So just something that came to mind.
In a million places. Ooh, we love you in a million places.
Sounds nice, simple vibe. I love whoever's singing right there. I really like the proximity that they have to the mic. They sound a little closer to the mic, which makes things sound more intimate. And the messaging in the song is kind of an intimate message, so it really matches.
6 p.m. I'm watching sunset in LA. Shooting TikToks on top of Golden Gate. I push my weight
Yeah, we all know about that flow. Go back to that rap part.
in LA. Shooting TikToks on top of Golden Gate.
When you have that transitional word, the pause, and then the next bar comes in. Shit got so popular.
Push my way through the Brooklyn banks. I'm always switching scenery, so you know I'll be on my way. I'm off to breaking boundaries in each and every state, city, or place, just to see the smile in your face, huh? Word.
This reminds me of, like, I mean, a lot of people have this like lyric style, and they have all kinds of approaches to their lyrics. But for this song, it just reminds me of, like, I don't know if I want to call it like Green American California backpack rap from 20 years ago type shit, but it kind of reminds me of that, like Kiro One. If it was that guy named Kiro One, hold on. Yeah, this brother. Apparently, someone at church knew him in LA, and I think it was this album, whatever album this picture is associated with. It like reminded me. It was kind of like feel good, poetic. I feel like the gangster rappers would have been like, oh, that's cheesy, but I enjoyed it sometimes. The concept, the lyrics of the raps in this song just reminds me of that. And various other subgenres and styles have that. It's not just what I'm talking about, but it just reminded me of that.
Word up, I had to pick up the slang. Hope I remember, I'm still picking my brain.
Okay, so we halfway through. Give me a little moment real quick.
Than being in the middle of your life.
Okay, nice stack.
A lot of things that we're right around, no matter
They're pretty simple vocal engineering, like you just hear shit down the center. And the only time they use the stereo field to add width, or when they do those stacks or little emphasis points, or when the song goes into like an upswing, like the chorus or something. And that's like very I mean, I don't want this to sound like making fun of it, but like cookie cutter generic engineering style. Nowadays, if you want to show your ass a little bit, if you want to add emphasis, there's like really quirky ways to do it. I mean, a stack is a stack, but how you do those upswings in energy during the hook or the chorus, a lot of interesting ways people like to do that now if they want to like show off and shit. But this one is much more simple, and I don't think it really needs anything more than that.
It's part of my soul, just like the memories, yeah. They stay with me, yeah.
Well, that part is so cool. And they all just come in real quick, and you hear the tail of the reverb.
They never leave, yeah.
And you can hear that's so nice and clear because obviously the beat drops out. You just hear that simple sustained chords.
And I'm looking for you everywhere we go.
Hold on, maybe it's not simple sustained.
Me, it's part of my soul, just like the memories, yeah. They stay with me, yeah. They never leave.
Okay, so there's a little bit more going on than just little chord stabs that are sustained, but it's like so legato, even if they do arpeggiate a little bit. Kind of hard to tell at first.
Yeah. Reaching your hands when we on the road, all around the world, all around the globe. We love you in a million.
And I hear the hi-hat kind of on an auto pan effect in this section. Maybe they're doing it the whole time, but you just hear the hi-hat go like if you follow my mouse. And it goes left and right, you know what I'm saying? I think that would help to keep the stereo field in use in some way when the vocals are not using it. And additionally, like the main sound, like the chords, the keys, whatever it is, I feel like that's pretty much taking up the whole width the whole way, but it's just like so smooth and soft.
Ways in a million places, in a million places, in a million places, in a million places.
You around in a million. That's a nice way to add some of the elements that weren't necessarily in the whole song near the end. Because at this point, it's been 3 minutes and you're kind of used to what the song sounds like. And they're not necessarily changing the basic structure of the song, but they just do little things here and there, add a little bit more interest.
Ooh, we love you in a million places. See you in a million places.
Idea for the way to end the song, because sometimes you want to end it on like a bop, sometimes you want to fade it out. Obviously it's a good song to fade out, but they didn't just fade it out. They had this last little vocal part, see you in a million places, after the song was already kind of faded volume wise. The last thing you hear prominently is this voice. And in the moment, when you decide how you want to end the song this way or that way, I feel like it's kind of a in the moment decision. Like you just know at that point which one is going to sound better, and just adds to the storytelling of the song. It feels like the journey rolls on. Yeah, simple song, but I can't hate on it. It's very sweet. Very good idea to do this song too. And for those of you that know, I started this channel as a place to like put the beats that I never post. Like my beats are just collecting dust on dying hard drives, and I just want somewhere to put it, to archive it, and just a few people liked it, that'd be dope. And sometimes people still chime in like, yo, I'm still waiting on the next beat, on top of like your XG reactions and all this other stuff. And that's just like a really heartwarming thing for me. But as far as the reaction part of my channel, which kind of became like the main shtick, XG is the first group that I did. And it was a group that I kind of already knew about like a couple years ago when they released some of the tapes or whatever. I was like, oh shit, these girls are really dope. And then I moved on with my life. I forgot about them until like last year when I dug into them again, and I'm really enjoying their journey. I really hope they continue to blow more. I would really want to see like top 40 tracks, top 5, top 10, win a Grammy or 2, becoming a household name, you feel me? And if not, I feel like more groups in the future are going to adopt their formula of how to handle your group. And they will always be cited as like the OGs of this style of management. But more than just being like someone to give homage to, I really hope that they themselves have that top level success more and more. Anyway, see you later.